Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo time trial where I'm in that Genesis, but you don't have to be. I'm at Lego Maggiore, as you saw on the sign up above. What exactly are we doing here then? You can pick any Group 4 car for the full circuit here at Lego Maggiore. So pick your favorite car and go out and have some fun. Racing hard tires. I'll put this as easy. I found it fairly easy. I think it's a very easy one. Very common combo we've used in the past. Just be careful of the track limits. 207.7 I put as a gold estimate. It could go down a bit more, but I think that's going to be the absolute limit if I'm personally, in my personal opinion. But hey, I've been wrong before. I could be wrong again. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video if you do enjoy this content. I appreciate all the support. And if you like it, well, it tells me you enjoy it. And then I will keep continuing making it. So jump into the lap then here as we head towards turn number 1. And what we're looking for is the blue van on the left-hand side. Yes, blue van man returns. Now, it's a nice easy brake marker. The second that leaves your screen, you're going to hit the brakes. This may vary on a car-per-car basis. So I'm doing this for the Genesis because I found the Genesis very quick. So I jumped straight into it, and then this is what I did. So we're going to turn 1. I dropped second gear. Don't cut that corner too much. It'll bounce the car up. Now, on the right-hand side, we've got this white paint on the grass. Literally, at the end of that paint is when you're going to brake. Now, you want to keep this line very, very, very tight. If you literally go too deep, you're going to cause yourself to lose a little bit of time because it's a for 180 basically. So watch what I do here. I'm over the curb here, really trying to keep it tight. I start accelerating when I see the exit. I head over towards the right hand side and then I'm going to go left. Now a slight lift here is recommended in most cars there. Try and maintain 90 miles an hour through there. And then on the right hand side, we've got the orange going to green barrier. Okay. So at the end of the orange, you're going to hit the brakes. Brake in a straight line initially, release the brakes and let the car roll into the corner a little bit. That'll allow you to maintain a bit more speed. I do this more on the pad lap, which you will see shortly. But notice here, I'm trying to keep the car rolling through the corner. I try and get the tyre on the inside of the curb, but not on the inside of the sausage, and continue on out. Be careful of track limits on the exit. I'll talk about more on that in the pad lap because I did invalidate a few times on the pad. As we head down here, this is a really hard corner to get right. So you've got the end of the concrete, which is the first bottom left square there, or you've got the start of the drainage in the sort of middle left on the left-hand side. Now, I'm using the start of the drainage. You want to brake in a straight line, 100% in a straight line. But if it's a corner, you're going to have to be careful. So point towards the middle a little bit, then release the brakes and turn in. You'll notice how I did that there. It's a bit complicated to get used to, but if you brake in a straight line on the very edge of the circuit, guess what? You're going to go off and go flying. That corner was cambered as well, so you should be able to accelerate through the corner and make it up here absolutely fine. Where on the left-hand side, we have a catch fence. That is your brake marker. So as that leaves the screen, hit the brakes and chuck the car into this one. Try and maintain 90 miles an hour for this left-hander, and you should be fine. So as I go into here, I'm trying to maintain 90. I dropped to 88 there, so I could have done that a little bit quicker, which is why I had a better line. Now, I've just paused it here on the chase cam because you can use the concrete as your track limits, okay? It's not the red and white curbing, it's the concrete. So keep that in mind here at Lego Maggiore. You've got a little bit of extra track to use there. As you go through this left-hander, you may need to lift in some cars or in certain pads laps. I did. I had to lift a lot, but on my pad lap, you'll see I didn't actually lift. You continue on through there, so if you can do it flat out, that's the best way you're going to get the time. I lost 2 attempts by lifting, and we're going to head towards Banky Boy now. So as we approach Banky Boy, there's many brake markers you can use here. You can use the end of the wall on the left, you can use the 50 board at the top, or the billboard on the right-hand side, the very last one. Now, I like to use the wall on the left-hand side. It's the best one for me personally, and because Banky Boy is cambered, you really want to be aggressive into this corner. You can carry more speed than you think, so I'm aggressive as I turn in. I want to get as far on the inside as possible. The second I'm as far on the inside, I boot it out the corner. The banking will allow you to maintain a bit more speed. The acceleration will push the car down, and you should get round absolutely fine with no dramas as well. So through the left and right here, you do not have to lift or anything. You can just chill as you go towards the double right-hander coming up. Now, on the right-hand side, we've got the camera structure that you can use there. I don't use that. I use the one next to it, which is a gap in the trees, which will open up as we watch this video. The gap in the trees is the perfect brake marker, but if you're struggling to see it, use the camera structure right there. So we use the gap in the trees there. We turn in, let the car roll a little bit, try and maintain some speed. I stay in third gear in the Genesis. Now, we've got this double exit curb, which goes to single. You need to start turning in towards this right-hander before the double curb ends. There's still going to be a bit of a single curb, but obviously you can use that. So it maximizes the line into the corner because you've got a little bit more space to use there. So that's what I'm going to do here. Trying to maintain the speed, get the tyres on the inside and boot it out. Now, I'm really going to cut a lot of this corner here, getting my left tyres on the inside of the sausage because that way the sausage will drag me around a little bit more and I can carry a bit more speed. A strategy I used in Gran Turismo 5. Now on the left-hand side then, the end of the bullet billboard sign there, that is your brake marker for this last corner. And this one, you don't want to be too aggressive in terms of accelerating out of it. Let the car roll through it, chuck it in, get on the inside here, and then accelerate out. And what you can actually do, which I discovered randomly, you can go over the white line there where the circuit meets the other shorter circuit. And we're going to cross the line here with 204.6. I do think there's a bit more time in it, but not a huge amount more. Going to the pad lap then, so coming into here, second gear, make sure you don't cut this corner too much because you'll bounce on the right side, the white paint there. We slow it down, keeping it nice and tight, we accelerate out of the corner. We're currently following our own ghost here as we go towards the right. Then we turn left. Now, you are going to have to lift a little bit for this corner. Notice I do that on the pad, maintaining 90 miles an hour. Orange paint barrier on the right is your brake marker. Let the car roll through here a little bit, then start accelerating. Be careful on exits, because if you literally go onto the tarmac, you're going to invalidate your lap. So just keep that in mind. This corner. So again, remember, you have to point a little bit to the right here to make sure you can brake in a straight line. Notice how I do that. I go towards the edge. I release the brakes. I turn in. I click the curb, then start accelerating out. Really hard to show when I'm stopping for the brake mark, but really easy to show, hopefully, there on the paddle lap. So on the left-hand side, we have the catch fence. The end of the catch fence there is your brake marker. We turn in. We let the car roll, trying to maintain 90 miles an hour. I dropped 89 this time. Over towards the right, using all of the track there. Over towards the left-hand side. As long as you cut it a little bit, you should be pretty much fine, although sometimes, depending on the weight shift, I did understeer off, so that requires a little lift. Even so, we're keeping up with the ghost here right now. It shows you the pad is competitive at this time trial, so if you are using a pad, go for it. Absolutely go for it. So we head towards Banky Boy then. The end of the pit wall, not pit wall, sorry, the end of the wall on the left-hand side is our brake marker. Third gear, chuck it in, very much on the inside. We start to accelerate on the exit. The pad is very weak on Banky Boy. I did struggle there on the pad. It felt like there was more understeer on the pad than the wheel, so just keep in mind for that. You might have to delay your accelerating a little bit here. As we continue on up here then, we're going to be looking for the camera structure or the gap in the trees on the right side. I use the gap in the trees. There it is. We hit the brakes. Third gear. We let the car roll through the corner now. Now we start to accelerate. We can use the double curb if we can. We need to come off it very quickly. We just got off it there. Tyre hooked on the inside there, and we continue on out, making sure the left tyres are then hooked on the inside of the sausage. Like on Gran Turismo 5 at the Rome circuit, that's exactly what you do. The bullet sign then is your last brake marker. Let the car roll a little bit. Then we start accelerating when we know we can make it. We can use a little bit more of the circuit there on exits. You don't get dirty tyres either, so just keep that in mind. So it is free real estate right there on the edge. And that's 205.3. You can follow that ghost as well if you are on a pad and you want a bit of a ghost competitive pad lap chase. So here we are on the chase cam. ABS is on weak, as I tell you there on the left-hand side. Continue on out of here, over towards the right-hand side. Start turning left, just as the white line intersects there is a really good marker. You don't have to use that, though. Orange paint barrier there on the right is your brake marker. Again, letting the car roll through this corner a little bit, and then we continue on now. Let's see how much of the track we use there. Notice where it goes double to single. It's where I invalidated a few times on the pad lap. As we head down here, once again, we'll look at how I go straight on the braking a little bit here. So I point it straight there. We head towards the outside, then we release the brakes to make sure we don't touch the grass. Again, really hard to show on the braking marker, but hopefully that demonstrated it even more there on chase cam. So on the left-hand side, the catch fence, we're going to hit the brakes and shut the car in. Try and maintain 90. We dropped to 88. We know that, 87 there even. As we go through this, make sure you use all the concrete there. Absolutely fine. Make sure you're back on before the concrete ends. Over towards the left-hand side. If you do clip the grass there, don't worry too much. You can still maintain a good amount of speed here as we go onto the back straight then. And we can chill a little bit at this moment in time. Currently 2 temps down on my very best at that point, so it does show there is a little bit of time there to gain. To the end of the wall on the left-hand side is your brake marker. Hard on the brakes, chuck it in. Make sure you get as far on the inside as possible. Accelerate as early as you can, using the camber of the corner as we go up here. Remember, it's uphill now as well, so we really have to get the maximum speed out the corner to really maximize the car going up this hill. So we continue flat out through the right there. No worries at all. No real understeer issues. And on the right side, we've got the camera structure. We can see it there. All the gap in the trees, which is very obvious on chase cam, and we took it in. A later apex is better for this corner as well, by the way. So double to single. Make sure you start turning in, get on the inside. Notice the tyres hook a little bit, and as we go over here, look how much we hook onto the sausage there. It just lets us turn a little bit nicer as we head towards the final bullet sign on the left. Hit the brakes, turn in, let the car roll a little bit, then start accelerating. Use the outside of the circuit if you want to. There we go, we're over the white line, but it counts, it's fine, it counts as circuit. We head towards the line, and this once again is a 204.677, and you can chase this ghost as well if you want to on the leaderboard. I always try and make sure there's at least one ghost on there. If I can get the pad one on there, it's a happy bonus, and both are on there this time around. As I say, choose your favorite car for this one. You don't have to use the fastest car. All cars will be able to make the time, I'm sure. And if you have enjoyed this video, as always, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Stay in touch with all the latest content. Hopefully, this helps you earn that 2 million credits, which even if you spend an hour on and you get 2 million, it's still better than any other way in Gran Turismo to earn some money. 2 videos there to check out, including last week's time trial. Check out the partners down below or use code Tidgney at checkout. But that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.